So let's talk about deposits and how to protect yourself and make sure you get your entire deposit back within 30 days after you move out of your rental. So first off, before you move in, you should have a checklist. And if you don't have a checklist that the landlord provided for you, get one, online, print it off. And so whenever you're walking into the place that you're going to rent, make sure that you document everything that's wrong with the place. What kind of condition is it in? What kind, are there stains in the carpet, dents in the appliances? Check out what you can, that's working, what's not working, and have your landlord agree, initial, sign off on it. You both have a copy. Hopefully you have the checklist, but take videos, pictures. If you do the videos and pictures, make sure you have them time-stamped. So now your deposit. Now, if you're on a 1 year or less lease, month to month, or up to a 1 year lease, your landlord cannot take more than what your rent amount is. So let's suppose you're paying $600. They can't, for rent, they can't take more than $600 for deposit. If you're on a longer lease, they can ask as much deposit as they want. However, they have to pay you interest on that. The entire deposit for the entire time that they've had that money, they have to pay you interest. So most landlords probably are not going to do that. I don't know if they'd have to have a separate trust account for that, but that could get into some paperwork nightmare. So you're probably not going to be facing that. So there is a difference between deposit, it's a damaged deposit, and fees. Fees could be application fee. That's not money that you're ever going to see back. Okay, so, and remember, your lease is an agreement. And so we're going to go back to moving into the place in the checklist. If your lease states that the landlord will come and inspect your unit after you move out, ask them to change that to before you move out. That way you can go back through with the checklist, the videos, with the landlord before you move out, and that you have peace of mind that you agree that there's no damages. Okay, now so you're the kind of renter that takes good care of a place. You're going to leave it just as nice or nicer when you move out. Okay, and so this is a video for you. Now, when it comes time to moving out, make sure that you give a 30-day notice. Now, 30-day notices can get a little confusing. That sounds pretty simple, 30 days notice. However, 30 days notice does have a specific time frame. Now, if you're paying month to month, and we're just going to assume that you make your payments on the first of each month. That's when your rent is due. So let's suppose your lease is coming up. You still need to give 30 days notice because that lease will turn into a month to month. So you still have to give a 30 days notice. But let's get into the dates. Let's suppose you're on a month to month. You pay the rent on the first of each month. Now, let's suppose you pay January 1st rent and you want to move out on February 15th. Give your notice on January 1st or before, because if you give your notice, let's suppose January 15th to move out February 15th, that is not a 30-day notice. Okay, so I can waste minutes on this video explaining why that is, but make sure that you do it within the time frame that you're supposed to. Now, okay, so you've moved out, you've done the checklist with your landlord, you've documented. Now, your landlord has 30 days to return your deposit. And if they're not returning your entire deposit and they want to deduct for damages, they have to give you an itemized list. So you should get the itemized list of what they're deducting and the deposit back within 30 days. If you have not received this back within 30 days, you are entitled to the entire deposit back. So let's say 35 days, 40, 45 days, you're hounding the landlord. Well, don't even start hounding them. First off, after 30 days, you send them a demand letter for your entire deposit back. Don't accept all the deductions. They see that you're not going away, you're not going to let this go. Then they finally deduct everything but $1, right? And they send you back $1. That was a dumb example, but anyway, you can send them a demand letter. If they do not return your entire deposit, take them to court. Take them to small claims court. That would be here in Socorro, magistrate court. And take the statute with you. You can pull the statute down online. You can pull the statute off online. It's the Uniform Owner Resident Relations Act. I'm going to say that again. Uniform Owner Resident Relations Act. And look up for deposit. So arm yourself, and even arm yourself with your receipts of your deposit, your receipts for when you paid rent. And you know, it can get a little involved too, because you know, maybe your landlord wants to deduct because maybe, you know, 6 months ago you were late on rent. Well, it's too late. You know, they don't get to take that from your deposit after, you know, a certain amount of time. I think it's like they could charge you the next month, but they can't tack it on the following month. So just make sure that you know what you're facing there. Leave the place just as nicer. Document everything. Document when you gave notice, where you gave notice. You know, keep a nice folder, and you should be able to ensure yourself that you're getting your money back. Now let's talk about one more thing, cleaning fees. Cleaning fees is not to be deducted from your damage deposit. If you left the place clean and it was only usual wear and tear on the home, you are entitled to your deposit back. Okay? You gave your 30 days notice, you left the place clean, you didn't break the lease, you're entitled to the full deposit. So don't fall for that, oh yeah, well, you know, it's just standard procedure that, you know, we charge a $150 carpet cleaning fee after every tenant moves out. If that is not in your lease up front, when you sign your lease, and that's a fee they're charging, that's not part of deposit, okay? They're separate, they're treated separately. So don't fall for that one either. It's like, no, I left the place clean, it's usual wear and tear, and you are demanding your entire deposit back. So I wish you all the best of luck, and do it right the first time.